Jai Shri Ram. This is a collection of Sardarji jokes which I have made long, long ago. With all due apologies to those brave Sardarjis who are in the Indian Army, who are laying down their life to protect our country. But for some reason, Sardarjis have become the butt of ridicule. And I believe Sardarjis even filed a case in the Supreme Court that these jokes should be stopped. and I don't know what happened to that case. Yeah, but I think I tried my best not to laugh at Sardarji jokes, but I've realized that you cannot help laughing. And therefore, with all due apologies to the good Sardarjis, there are other Sardarjis who are actually contributing wonderfully by helping us have a good laugh every day. Eh? And honestly, I learnt a lot of Sardar jokes from Sardars themselves. Okay. Uh, there was once a Sardar who took a test. In that, there was an English test. The question was, what is the past tense of think? So Sardar came out of the test and he was discussing with his friend. Arey, this was a tough question. And he said, what is the. Hmm? He said, I got this question, what is the past tense of think? I thought and thought and thought and then I got it and I wrote the past tense of think is thunk, thunk, thunk. Okay, not funny. There were a group of 19 Sardajis who were regularly going to movies. A person like you and me noted this and asked them, why are you coming in groups of 19? He said, look at the poster, movie poster, it is written under 18 not allowed. Okay, Sardar was a train driver and suddenly the train swung into the fields, wheat fields, and took a big, parabola, and then came back on the tracks and it was going. And people were shocked. Then at the next station, they all got down and Sardar was the train driver. They asked him to come down. So what the hell? Why are you taking the train into the fields? He said, sir, there was a man standing on the tracks. Then people said, listen, if there is one man on the tracks, you should hit him because there are 1,000 people in this train. You cannot endanger the lives of so many people for the sake of one person. So that's it. Yes, that's exactly. I wanted to hit him, but that fellow ran off into the fields. Okay. Sardar was, there was a person, Sardar was traveling in a train and he had to go to the bathroom. He went to the bathroom. He opened the door, and in fact, in those days, the bathroom had a mirror right opposite the door. So the moment he opened the door, he saw another Sardar there. He said, sorry, 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 and he closed the door. Next time he went again, he opened, oh, sorry, 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 he closed the door. So this went on for some time. He got irritated and he went to the TT, the ticket examiner, who was also another Sardar, a big fellow. He said, sir, there's one Sardar sitting in the bathroom and he's not coming out. I have to go to the bathroom urgently. So the big Sardar went, okay, I'll just check. He went and opened the door and he also saw, hey, sorry, 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 he closed the door. And he came back and told this fellow, see, he's a railway employee, I can't do anything now. So two Sardars were debating which one is more important, the sun or the moon. And the other Sardar said, obviously, the moon. Why? Because you see, the sun comes out during the day when actually there is no need, there's so much light. Moon comes out at night, at least giving us some light. That is why moon is more important than the sun. See, on beer bottles in Khalistan, on the top of the beer bottle it is written, see other end for instructions. On the top of the beer bottle, on the beer cap, see other end for instructions. At the bottom of the bottle it is written, open from the other side. So Sardar was asked, if a donkey is offered water and rum, What do you think donkey will choose? Sardar said, obviously water, because it's a gadha, sala. The donkey will take only water. It doesn't know the value. I mean, sorry, Ram nahi lega. Fish tank logic. Okay. There was a Sardar who was very fed up because everyone was criticizing him. Hey Sardar, 12 baj gaya and all that. Yeah. Actually, there is an interesting story. At 12 o'clock, Ranjit Singh ji's army used to go, Hari Singh Nalwa used to attack these rascals, Pathans. Eh? And so they got terribly scared. So that is how the Barabaje started. It's a very interesting story actually. Anyway, so Sardar was sick and tired because everyone was saying Bara baj gaya, Bara baj gaya, Bara baj gaya. And so he went to a professor. It was another big Sardar, very powerful Sardar. So I asked him, sir, I want to improve my critical thinking abilities. He said, okay, fine, that's very nice. Let us start straight away. He asked a question, do you have a fish tank at home? He said, no. Uh, Good. Yes, sir, I have one, I forgot. So good, very good, very good. So that means there are fish in that? Yes, sir, there are fish in that. Okay. Water is also there? Yes, sir, water is also there. So that means fish like water? Yes, sir, obviously. And you like fish? Yes, sir, that's why I have them. And fish also like water? Yes, sir, correct. So people drink water, isn't it? Yes, sir, people drink water. That means they like water? Yes, sir. Yeah, people like water. So people are two types, uh, you know, boys and girls. Yes, sir, correct. And who do you like? I like girls, sir. Very good. So that's all. See, you have arrived at a wonderful conclusion. This is critical thinking. So Sardar conducted this lesson, repeated it, and Sardar was very happy. He took notes. He got a certificate also that he is now capable of, and he has mastered the art of critical thinking. So Sardarji went out, and somebody said, "Hey Sardar, 12 baj raha hai, 12 baj raha hai." He said, "Come here, bloody hell, come here. I want to test your critical thinking abilities." Yes, okay. Do you have a fish tank at home? He said, "No, I don't have any fish tank at home." Then Sardar told him, "Ah, just a minute, let me think." So he started thinking and he started calculating. All these things have to fall in place. Finally, he arrived at a conclusion. That means you must be a homo, a gay. That fellow got shocked out. Then he explained, you see, if you have a fish tank at home, you will like fish, and you fish will like water, and you like water, people like water. People are two types, boys and girls. And because you like fish and fish like water and people like water, and you like girls, therefore you like girls actually. So if you don't have a fish water, it means that you don't like fish, you don't like water, you don't like girls, and therefore it means that you like boys. That's why you are a homo. Sardar went to a TV shop. He wanted to buy. Actually, he wanted to buy some electronic goods. He went to an electronic goods shop, and he said, "How much is that?" He said, "No." "How much is that TV?" They said, "No, no, we don't sell anything to Sardars here." Huh? So Sardar was very angry. This is a kind of racism. So he went away and came back, nicely dressed as in a burqa like a Muslim lady. "How much is that TV?" He changed his voice also. They said, "Sorry, we don't sell anything to Sardars here." Oh my God! This fellow realized these fellows are able to detect. So this time he went back and changed his complete disguise completely, and he's now looking like a black person, Yeah, and he worn a mask and all the dress and all, completely, and changed his voice. Came back. "How much is that TV?" The shopkeeper said, "We don't sell anything to Sardars." Finally, Sardar got frustrated. He asked, "How do anyway? I don't want to buy that, but let me know. I've changed my dress and the disguise. Still, you are able to find out." The shopkeeper told him, "See, that's not a TV. That is actually uh, a small blackboard for writing." Mm. There were two Sardars who met in a hospital. Both of them got thrashed and they were lying on the bed with bandages. So one fellow asked, "What happened to you? Why did you get beaten up?" He said, he was traveling in a bus and suddenly his passport size photograph fell down, and it fell near the feet of a lady who was sitting in the ladies' seat. So Sardarji bent down and asked that lady, "Madam, can you just lift your sari?" Because this photo was there. He said, "I just lifted sari. I want to take a photograph." He got badly beaten up. The other fellow, this fellow asked the other fellow, "What happened to you?" That fellow Sardar went out of town, and it was very late in the night, around 12 o'clock. So all the hotels were closed. So he knocked on one person's house. "Can I stay for the night?" That man said, "No, no, I have grown up daughters." Second house, same thing. "No, no, no, we have got grown up daughters." So like this, after 3 4 houses, Sardar got he is already 12:30 now. So he wanted to get into some house to sleep faster. So to make the process faster, next house he knocked. He opened the door. The man asked, "What?" This fellow said, "Do you have any grown up daughters?" He said, "Why?" "I want to sleep for the night." So he got thrashed badly and landed in the hospital. So Sardarji was selling underwear near Qutub Minar, and he was shouting loudly, permanent underwear, non-tearable, and all that. Absolutely strong underwear, non-tearable, permanent underwear. So somebody came and said, "What the hell is this?" He said, "How can an underwear be permanent, non-tearable?" He said, "You just wear it, I will prove it to you." So that man wore that underwear, and Sardar said, "Just turn around." And when he turned around, that was also Sardarji, both Sardarjis only. So this Sardar gave that fellow such a strong kick in the ass, that fellow flew and fell at a distance. He said, "What the hell, why are you kicking my?" तो सरदार बोला, "देखा गांड फटी पर चड्डी नहीं फटी." Sardar went to a you know stock market, supermarket. So in this food supermarket, Sardar was standing near one rack and staring continuously at the bottles. Lots of bottles were there, juice bottles and all that. So after half an hour, the owner felt very uneasy and suspicious. He came and asked Sardarji, "Why are you staring at these bottles?" Sardar said, he removed one bottle from the rack, an orange juice bottle. On the label it is written concentrate. Sardarji was painting, you see, his old chair. The chair, wooden chair, he was painting. And it was hot sun, and he was wearing a very funny dress, and people came and asked, "What is this? You are sweating so heavily and you are painting in the sun." Then he said, "Yeah, okay, okay." He was wearing two coats actually. He showed the box, dabba, paint dabba, on which it is written, "Paint with two coats." Sardar was a rocket scientist, and he went to NASA and they were trying to launch a rocket. It failed. Again, it failed. So after that, Sardar said, "Okay, I'll do it." All the NASA scientists were shocked. They said, "Okay, Sardarji, let's try." Sardar went close to the rocket, and all of the scientists went there. So he said, "Now you tilt the rocket at an angle of 45 degrees centigrade. You keep it like that for 10 seconds. After that, bring it back to normal. Now you light it." So it was started and it went off. Successful. Everyone was very happy, and they asked Sardar, "What is this? How did you?" "Such a complicated problem." "That is nothing. Every day when I go to office, my scooter I have to tilt and give it a kick. That's how your rocket also is. Very simple." Sardar read the newspaper and came to a conclusion that people are dying in an alphabetical order.